Today is Tuesday. We're going to be reading next Shabbat, Parashat Haazinu, but this week is the holiday, the high holiday of Rosh Hashanah. Tomorrow evening, we'll begin the first day of the new year, 5785. It's a day that is a very special day of the year. This is the day which is called also Yom Adin. This is the day that, in a way, celebrates the creation of man, because according to tradition, the creation of the world started on the 25th of Elul, which was on Shabbat, and then on the 6th day of creation, Adam Arishon was created, and therefore every year when we come to that date in the calendar, the person, Adam Arishon's descendants, each of us, is being evaluated in terms of his merits and his shortcomings, and therefore that's the day of Rosh Hashanah called Yom Adin, the day of judgment. It's a day both to celebrate the anniversary of creation of man, but also to evaluate how that person is doing and what will happen in the coming year. So it's a day that it has a lot of importance in the sense that the fortunes of every person, every society, every country, every organization is decided for the coming year. But in a way, we have a big part in writing the script for next year. How we do Teshuva, we come back to Hashem, we reconnect, and nobody is perfect. It's obvious there is such a thing as Yetzer Hara, the evil inclination. There are situations in life that sometimes make it difficult for us to do the right thing. But regardless, Hashem gave us the month of Elul, when we get up early in the morning and slichot, and it's a time of goodwill to forgive Am Yisrael, but we still have that extra day, today, tomorrow, to do Teshuva, to come back to Hashem, to really introspect and see what we need to improve, so that as we come to Rosh Hashanah, we come with these good resolutions and with these decisions to do the right thing, and with the regret to acted in a way that is improper, whatever it is, that in itself brings us closer to Hashem and will give us the merit to have a very good year next year. So I saw in a book that gives an acronym for the word Teshuva, which means come back. So it has the following letters, Tav, Shin, Vav, Bet, and He. So Tav, which stands for Torah. The best way to fight off the Yetzer Hara, the best way to overcome Yetzer Hara, the best way to know what is the right thing to do, the best way to have the right path in life is to learn Torah, to dedicate time to learn Torah daily, morning and evening, even if it's a short time, but by connecting with the Torah and being inspired by the word of Torah, it will sort of guide our path and give us the antidote to be able to fight off Yetzer Hara. So number one in Teshuva is realizing and committing ourselves to give more time to Torah. Each person basically where he's holding. If he's not learning at all, then it's about time to start. And that resolution to make just before Rosh Hashanah, and to start already today, to dedicate time to Torah. I mean, you're listening to this Dvar Torah, that's also part of dedicating time to Torah. So that's number one. Number two, Shin, the second letter Shin, is Shabbat. Shabbat is the most important day every week, and the more we commit ourselves to observing the laws of Shabbat, the more we're connecting with Hashem in the way of Teshuva. Then there is a Vav. Vav stands for Ve'ahavta le're'acha kamocha. You shall love your neighbor, your friend, as yourself. And that's a klal gadol b'Torah. It's a great principle of the Torah. This has to do not between you and Hashem, but between you and your fellow man, to make sure that you have achdut, that you have unity, harmony, have peace with others, that you're careful with the feelings of others, and that you have love for every fellow Jew. So Ve'ahavta le're'acha kamocha is the third letter in the word Teshuva. The fourth letter is Berachot. So make sure to say beracha for everything that you partake of. And that you say the beracha with intention and with focus, not swallow it, say the words. Beracha before you partake of a food, beracha after you partake of a food. And that beracha is actually another connection with Hashem. So if you, in your Teshuva, have this aspect of berachot that is reinforced and make sure that you say berachot correctly and not to forget to say beracha. You're about to eat an apple, to have a meal, to drink water, whatever it is, you say beracha. Even after a person relieves himself, there is a asher yatzar, there is a beracha to be said. So every beracha that you say is another connection with Hashem, and as a person does Teshuva, this will be one way to reconnect. And then Hey is for hatefilot, the prayers. We have 3 prayers a day. The best is to do prayer b'minyan, even if you're not accustomed to do it b'minyan. It would be a good idea to join a minyan and to pray in a synagogue. And if not, then at least at home, to make the prayers, so that the word of Teshuva, if we can strengthen these 5 aspects, this Teshuva, Torah, Shabbat, ve'afta l'reacha kamocha, berachot, and tefillot, that we come to the day of Rosh Hashanah with these commitments and reinforcing, and even if it's not from 0 to 100, anything that you can improve is already good. To have each person the idea to continue to progress in Torah and mitzvot, in chasadim with others, and as we come close to the holiday of Rosh Hashanah tomorrow evening, Tizku Shanim Rabot, Neimot Betovot, that it should be a blessed years for Am Yisrael, for each single person, to Bezat Hashem, have blessings and years of good health and success. La'avodato yitbarach. Baruch Adonai le'olam. Amen ve'amen.